So I was on naltrexone following the Sinclair Method for about 1 year, and it took me about 9 months on this protocol to get to the place where I really felt cured of my alcohol addiction. And what that means is I wasn't craving alcohol anymore. When I was drinking, I had total control over how much I drank, meaning I was having 1 or 2 drinks in a setting and no more than that. I was spending most of my time alcohol free. By that point, I was drinking like once or twice a month. And my brain really felt healed of the alcohol addiction. I would try to kind of moderate and control my drinking before this method. And it was just so much white knuckling and forcing and planning and thinking about it and forcing myself not to drink. But with this method, what happened gradually over the course of those 9 months to a year was I started to see all of these subtle changes in my drinking. I was thinking about alcohol less often. I was drinking later on in the day. I was having more alcohol-free days without having to kind of force them. And like I said, when I was drinking, I was regaining more and more control. This is a long-term treatment protocol. It's taken us a while to learn this behavior, and so it's going to take us some time to unlearn it. We typically tell people to give it a year. My experience is about average. Like I reached the end goal of this method. It's called pharmacological extinction of the addiction, or just extinction for short. I reached that at about 9 months. And so again, that's just being in a place where I felt like I was totally back in control of my drinking. And then I drank for a few more months on this method. So I was on it for about a year. And then I quit drinking at that point. But over the course of that year, I was just seeing all of these small changes in my drinking and really getting this feeling of empowerment over alcohol. And like I was getting my control back over alcohol. And I quit drinking, and that was about 4 years ago now that I quit drinking. And I honestly did not plan to do that. I just got to a place where I really had no desire to drink. And a month went by, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. And after 4 months of not drinking, I was like, maybe I'll quit drinking, I guess, because I just genuinely couldn't be bothered to drink. Like it didn't sound good to me anymore. And so that was 4 years ago. And really, it's totally night and day difference quitting alcohol through this method versus trying to quit before, because I tried to quit drinking dozens of times before the Sinclair Method, and it was very white knuckled, forced. I was battling cravings, and it was just an uphill battle. And I knew I would relapse again eventually. But here I really feel free of the addiction. Like I could be surrounded by people drinking alcohol and I have no desire to drink. It's really like it's been erased from my brain. And that happens for a lot of people who go on this method. It's truly a transformational method for treating alcohol addiction. So I hope that answers your questions. Again, our website's in my bio. I have a lot of information there. You can check out the other videos I have as well.